The college football playoff has changed a lot of people's perception and their liking for the conference championship games, where some teams go into it and the thought process is, shoot, we got to play a conference championship game. We've got otherwise a college football playoff spot locked up, versus this is an opportunity not just to win a conference, but this could put us in position to get a playoff spot. Of course, Notre Dame would be in the latter category. They seem to be, they would be in the playoff, obviously, today. A loss, depending on the severity of the loss, is going to be held into question. So what do Notre Dame fans feel about this first ever conference championship game being in the ACC, not in the ACC? Would they want to stay in the ACC?
I think a lot of Notre Dame fans they find this year somewhat exciting and different. It's not something you're used to. I mean, we're obviously, we play, USC, Stanford, Navy every year. That didn't happen, with everything going on. And so I think it's kind of, it's exciting and it's new. So it's one of those things where, that gets fans talking. Another thing I think is fans are like, hey, first time ever in a conference. If they win it, then it's kind of like a bragging rights sort of thing. And almost like a, hey, see, I told you so. We don't need to be in a conference. And I know a lot of fans that feel that way, more so jokingly than anything else, I feel like. But at the same time, I think a lot of them want to go back to, what it was. Next year's schedule is not particularly hard, regardless of, COVID or not. But here in a few years, they're supposed to play both Clemson and Ohio State back-to-back seasons, and obviously get USC, Stanford, Navy back on the schedule, and fans are really excited about those matchups as well. So I think when push comes to shove, most Notre Dame fans would love to stay independent and keep the way it was, but it's hard to deny that this year at least wasn't exciting for what it was.
Yeah, that was the first thing that crossed my mind when it was announced. Notre Dame is playing in the ACC in 2020. I thought, I usually could care less if Notre Dame wins all their 12 games or loses them all or what happens, but I want Notre Dame to win the ACC this year. I just think it's poetic justice. I just think it slaps the ACC across the face to say, we used you, we're gone, boom, we did it, see ya. And if the ACC wants it that way, they certainly left themselves in that place to kind of look a bit second tier in a way that they would allow a team in and then give up the conference title, especially for longstanding teams like Miami that have been in for 15 or 20 years and can't win a conference championship. All right, Nathan, we appreciate you stopping by. Of course, you got a long wait, but we do have National Signing Day coming up next Wednesday, so we'll certainly tap you on the shoulder for that one.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Mark.